Hey guys, what's up? The Aim Outdoorsman here again today. And today I'm bringing another video to you guys, or should I say the Aim Outdoorsman 2. Sorry, I'm used to saying the Aim Outdoorsman. But anyways, I'm bringing you another video, and this video is going to be on my G. rosea, or my Chilean rosehair tarantula. I just did a video today for care for a pink-toed tarantula, other known as an avic. And today I'm going to do, now I'm going to do the video on the G. rosea, otherwise known as the rosehair or the Chilean rosehair. So let's get into it with tank to start off. Tank-wise, as you can see, pretty simple. 5-gallon tank, just a regular 5-gallon aquarium. Lid-wise, I do recommend getting a lid, only because these do climb. I have had mine climb up here before, and that could be a problem if you didn't have a lid, obviously. So just get a ventilated lid, completely ventilated, and you can also get clips. I recommend them just because these can be pretty strong. Not that I think they'd take off the lid, but just want to be safe with having two clips on the side. Other than that, let me go over. Okay, before I go into anything else, I kind of want to go over what kind of level these are. These would be a beginner level kind of arachnid. Really easy to take care of, as you can see from the tank. Generally, they're pretty easy to handle. They can be moody at some points, but to test that, what you're going to want to do is just take like a paintbrush, such as this one, and kind of just bristle the butt of the abdomen, I should say, I guess, of the actual tarantula, and that will tell you if he comes around and tries to bite you right away, or tries to bite this, he's not really the best to handle. But if he doesn't really mind it, then he's pretty good to handle. With these, what you're going to want to do is kind of just cup on each side of the legs and let him crawl onto you. Alright, now let's get into it. For their habitat, all you're really going to need is, like I said, 5-gallon aquarium is really good. And also, for substrate, what you're going to want to use is, this is what I use for my two tarantula chinks that I have right now, my two terrariums. This is the, you saw this in my last video if you watched that. If you haven't, go watch it. But this is the Eco Earth loose coconut fiber substrate. This is 100% eco-friendly. It's made by Zoomed. Really good substrate. Really nice. Pretty, generally cheap for a big bag, too. Just get this back. You're going to want to keep the temperature around room temperature, so pretty much if you're comfortable in your room, they'll be comfortable too. I do use a space heater though, just so I can keep it at a generated temperature of about 80-85 degrees for both my tarantulas that I have right now. Filling up the substrate is about 1 inch, I'd say. For changing the substrate, I'd say a couple months. You can pretty much tell when the substrate's going bad. What else do we need to get into? Parts of the inside. What I have here is a place to hide. They just need a simple little hut, as of this one. Just flip it up like that. You can buy these at any store, pretty much. Any pet store. Just for them to hide. Mine doesn't use it that much, but it's just good for it to have. And then just a simple water dish. I'm going to need to change that water, because obviously you can tell he's been in it, and he's been getting stuff in there anyways, some substrate. So yeah, there's the tank wise. Like I said, really easy, as you can tell probably just by looking at what you need to do for him. Let's get into the next part. Feeding. You're going to want to feed these tarantulas about 2 to 3 times a week. I stay around 3, and if he doesn't want to eat I stay around 2 to 3, and if I feed him 2 and he doesn't want to eat the 3rd on a certain day, then I won't feed him. But what I feed him is just crickets. Let me get out these crickets here. I keep my crickets in a little cricket keeper. As you can see, you are going to have some die. It's pretty much a given. They're crickets. They're not going to live all the time. So, right there I have one. And this cricket keeper is pretty nice because it's got this little black thing in it, and the crickets like to stay in there. So, yeah, let me put this back. So that's what I like to do, is feed them just crickets. Seems to work good. You can feed them super worms and other things, but I like to feed them crickets. And for the crickets, I like to buy this stuff. It's called Cricket Drink. Bunch of it. This will last a lifetime. As you can see, mine came with just that little, let me get it out just to show you. This little thing here. And that's pretty much how you need to fill it for at least a week. That will last them at least 2 weeks, depending on how many you have in there. So yeah, this Cricket Drink will last you a long time. This is all I need to live. Let's see. Handleability, like I said on these guys, generally pretty good. Depending on the mood they're in. So like I said, what you're going to do is just brush the back of them and kind of see how they're going to act. Like I said, it's a beginner level. These are pretty boring though. I'll tell you that now. If you're looking for more of an active, more fun to watch, more colorful beginner, I'd go with the pink toe. But if you want just something like that, I still love my rose hair. They're really fun. They're really cool. But like I said, they're pretty lazy, boring. They'll be like this a lot. This guy's been here just like that for a while. They just kind of like to sit around. Since they are desert, they don't climb stuff. So, like I said, they just kind of stay like that. But that also does make them a lot easier to take care of. For the water, you don't want to fill it up too much, otherwise they can drown. They're not the smartest creatures. And what else do I want to go over? Humidity. These guys don't need any humidity levels at all. You don't need any water. You don't need to spray the tank. You don't need any humidity. Only humidity that they do need, or they will have, is the water dish itself. So like I said, these are really, really easy animals to take care of. Let's see, what else am I missing? Tank size I went over. I want a 5-gallon tank. You don't want a tall tank like my other one right here. You don't want a tall kind of tank like that for these because they are not a climbing. They are desert compared, not like a rainforest type species. So like I said, really easy to take care of. Feed it about 2 to 3 crickets a week. Generally seems to be the lucky number. They will also fast. This is another weird part about them. Fast means they will just, for no reason at all, they just won't eat. It could be up to even 2 months sometimes. You put it in, the cricket in, or whatever you're feeding them, and they just won't eat. And it's weird. Don't worry. It's not a bad thing. And don't worry if they stay still either. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that these Chilean rose hares do. It's just normal for them. And if they do fast, what I do is I go with the regular feeding schedule like I would normally. And I'll leave the cricket in there for 24 hours. If it's gone within 24 hours, then that's okay. Then that means he's on his feeding schedule. But if it stays there, I'll just take it out of the tank and feed it for the next time. I would feed it regularly until he starts eating again. They will start eating again. It's just they, for no odd reason, tend to fast. I also said they can be sort of moody, so what you're going to do is test them. So actually right now I'll show you how I like to test them. So yeah, let me take off my little clips here. These clips can be a pain sometimes to take off. Wasting all time, come on. Whatever. Alright, so what I like to do to test them is I will take a little paintbrush. You're going to want a paintbrush because this will not hurt your tarantula. Bring it up a little closer for this. And what I'll do is I will just kind of brush the back of him like that. As you can see, he moved, so he's probably not in the best mood right now. Kind of brush up against his little butt, his legs. He's actually not in that. Yep, see that? Right there. He is not the nicest. He went into that fighting stance instantly. So right now, I don't think I'd really want to pick him up. As you can see, it really pissed him off. And he's going to start to try and climb the tank now. So, like I said, if you do that and he does that, you're probably not going to want to pick him up at the time. So, like I said, sometimes these can be the best. Look at him. He is, like, furious right now. I would not want to pick him up at all. So that's why I suggest doing the test. If he does that, yeah, you're not going to want to pick him up. So I don't generally like to handle these creatures. I know a lot of people say these will be the best creatures to handle, but it really depends on which one you get. As you can see, mine really wouldn't want to handle this guy. He is just pissed. It really depends on which one you get. So handling-wise, really depends on what kind you get, and doing that test will really help you out to find out. So beginner species-wise, I'd still call it a beginner because they're really easy to take care of. Not for the handleability, but as you can see, the tank takes no maintenance really at all. So yeah, there's kind of a care video on a Chilean rose hare. As you can see, he's just going up. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below if you want to see more videos in the future, and I will for sure be doing some feeding videos. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and as always, catch you guys later.